That's a really good question, because sometimes you look at a lid and you're like, were you used or were you not used? Like, use again or not? Let me tell you what. The USDA recommends that we do not reuse the lids, and these lids are called one-time single use only, because the rubber inside in the rim dents and puts pressure down on the jar and creates an indent. So your sealage rate is going to be much less. Also, in order for you to get a good seal and a permanent good seal, if you reuse the lid, it becomes much less of a chance of it to long-term seal. So they call them one-term usage. You're not supposed to use them for a second time. So if you get really good at removing them, because usually when people remove them, they remove them with a, they remove them with one of these, and they go boop, and then you literally have a totally dented lid because they're pretty, yeah. I don't. I have a video here where I teach people how to remove the lid with no damage. Now this lid has been removed and used. I mean, literally, I think it even has rust on it. And I don't, it's not dented, but I wouldn't reuse it because the rubber that they're now putting in these grooves is really thin, nothing like the Superb lids, but it's really absolutely thin. So it's only good for a one-time use. However, if we're gonna talk, we might as well talk. So Superb lids are like my favorite now. They have really thick bed of rubber in the rim. Absolutely amazing. They have a much louder ping, so be careful when you're like canning with them for the first time. The ping is so loud that it scares you and you think a jar just broke, like literally, but no. And they're very hard to get off once they've sealed. Absolutely superb. The pun of the name, I love it. So in my little box of tricks, let's see what else we have. We have, right here, what is this? This is a Tattler lid. This is a reusable lid. This is a reusable lid, and this is the gasket for the reusable lid. And it goes just like this, and then it goes on the jar, and then it has one of these, and it goes down it, and it gets screwed on just like that. I love these. I absolutely love these lids. I do have a little bit of a higher failure rate with these lids, so I use a couple. I probably use half of my batch with these. However, they now make a different part. And I did contact the company. I will be doing a video on it soon. I don't know why I haven't yet, just because. And when I called the company and asked them, they gave me a really interesting answer, to which I'm like, I think I'm reading between the lines. But here you go. It is a one-time single-use lid with a 10-use rubber gasket. There you go. So these, partial reusable. Only the gasket's reusable. This is not reusable. When I do my video, I'll explain the whole thing. I thought it was pretty interesting. Anyways, basic lids are one-time use. Basically, the Superb, the Ball. You want to know a secret? I'm going to tell you a secret. I have about a year's supply of canning lids at any given time on the property. So when 2020 hit and everybody was short on canning lids, yeah, I was still using mine from 2019. So during 2020, when the canning lids were short, I was paying all of my friends all over the country to send me cases of lids. Like if they saw them in the store, just buy enough, stick them in a USPS box and send them to me. And I paid them for it. Yeah. So I'm using my lids up, and once I'm done with these, I'm going straight to Superb and Tattler, the plastic Tattlers, these Tattlers. So there you go. Now you know what I know. To be honest with you, I save every single one of my lids because I reuse them. I reuse them for canning dry goods and canning other things that I want to can that aren't water bath or pressure can. So you can reuse the lids, you just can't water bath or pressure can. And my father-in-law reuses the lids in my, yeah, so he did some electrical work and he used the lids for electrical work. Trust me, it's 10 years later and it's still holding up. Is it to code? No, no, no. Do we care? Are we selling the place? No, no. We're here forever. We're here forever. Long story short. Yeah, there you